What is up, everybody? Welcome to Black Hollywood Live's The Trend. I am Daryl Kristen, and joining me, I got two beautiful ladies with me today. I mean, look at all this beautifulness up on this camera. You know, I got my co-host Courtney Stewart with me. I like the hair, Courtney. You rocking a new style.
Ooh, honey, you know it is COVID, and I was like, oh, we got an interview. Where are we? Put it on. And we're with the hair maven today.
Right.
So showed up with a little color, trying to be different.
Yes, I love it.
We got our special guest today, hair maven, and also TV personality Latrice Rogers is with us, my homegirl from Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Thank you for having me, cousin.
I know, right? We figured out we might be related for y'all who are watching and listening because, everybody in Mississippi is related. So she probably, I'm sure we got the same auntie, grandmom's cousin removed. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Thank you guys for having me.
We're excited. So excited. And we love BELLE Collective, which you are starring in on the OWN network. And we definitely want to dive all into all of that that's going on there. But first up, we want to have a little bit of chat because we always do a little current event conversation or something that's kind of happening in the world that's new. And I know on one of the most recent episodes, we got to see you interact with some animals on BELLE Collective at a farm. Okay.
Yeah. It was definitely different. I don't like animals. I'm not an outdoorsy girl. And you would think that because my husband, he's such a country guy, like he grew up raising chickens and goats and cows. And, we have all this land where we have horses and we have cabins. And I'm literally inside all the time. And people come out like, oh my God, this place is so beautiful. You guys don't ever come out to the lake, you don't fish and drink my wine.
Not mad at that.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
not mad at that at all.
Not mad at all, but we don't want to make any assumptions, even though, you weren't loving the farm animals, because the current topic of the week was actually the restoration of Lady Gaga's dogs that were stolen, and her dog walker took bullets for her 3 dogs.
What?
They found her dog. They were
Girl, that's deep, honey.
Isn't it? So the question of the day was, would you take bullets for your beloved dogs?
I mean, I don't want the animal lovers to come after me, but I'm sorry, honey. I'm holding up dogs like a shield, baby. No.
You said a shield. You said a shield, though.
You didn't want a shield.
So if somebody pulls up, you gonna take the dog and use it as a shield. I love it. You. That's honesty. That's honesty.
It's all jokes. It's all jokes.
Wait.
I don't want the animal lovers coming after me. Listen, if you love dogs, pets, I mean, that's just what it is. I don't care for them, but to each his own.
Hey, listen, not everybody is dog lovers, and it's all good. I got my sister is not pet friendly. I'll put it like that. And I love dogs. I'm not necessarily a lover of cats per se, but I love dogs.
Yeah.
And cats are cool, but I like the loyalty of a dog. And even then, even hearing this story, I said, and listen, I'm not gonna let anybody take my dog. I'm gonna try and fight for my dog for sure. But taking the bullet, that guy deserves to be employed from Lady Gaga for the rest of his life.
Listen,
Forever.
Lots of check. Forever. Yeah.
Like if she didn't give him a raise, he need a bonus, honey, a 100K bonus.
Equity and all his stock.
Yes. He needs some stock options. He needs all of it.
All of that. All the above. I agree. Not taking a bullet for a dog, but
Courtney, what would you do?
I would do my very best. Y'all, Daryl knows I have a little 2-pound Pomeranian who's locked up right now because she can't be quiet. And I would do my best to hang on to her, but I can't say for certain the bullets. If I see the gun, I might have to be like, oh, Jesus.
You better keep up. She better keep up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Pretty fast, so she might be able to outrun him. She's real little, and she can get away.
She might.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the black pit bull or the black French bulldog that Lady Gaga had. That's the one that got away. He ran.
There were two white ones, right, and one black one, right? Two black, white, and one black, and the black one got away. The black one ran.
Listen, we play no games.
No games, okay?
Everything black.
Don't matter. No games. Yeah, we
was like, wait,
we hear bullets. We're out. We're out.
100%.
Have a shootout with a dog. Like,
oh boy.
In America, man.
In America. In America. Yes. So, but we wish Lady Gaga's dog walker a quick recovery. Because I know that
100%.
TMZ has been reporting that he's doing a lot better and speaking, and and she got her dogs back. I'm very happy about that. See, Latrice.
As well.
See, cousin. See, cousin. All right, let's talk about this Belle Collective.
Let's talk about the Belle Collective.
Okay, so I just gotta start by saying this. Because you're from Jackson, Mississippi, just it doesn't matter where you're from, actually, in all reality, with this question. It is so intriguing to me when people, even now still, are willing to put their lives in front of the camera on reality TV. Now, with you being a Southern belle from Jackson, Mississippi, what was it that made you want to be like, you know what, I'm okay with my life being full forward in front of the camera. I don't care if my aunties, my cousins, anybody sees it. This is what I want the world to see.
I mean, man, listen, I'm such an introvert, and when they first came to me with the idea, like, I was not on board at all, because I'm so private. And then, I have a whole situation with my husband, which is what I was afraid of. Like, we have a 20-year gap and people are so judgmental. But, I had to look at the bigger picture. Like, Carlos, he helped me understand, like, so many people can relate to your story and learn from it. So why not, just give the people knowledge? Somebody may be able to say, hey, you saved my life in a certain type of way. And, also, I have this amazing product, Goddess Lens, and, the world needs to witness this fabulous, honey. So, it works hand in hand. I can educate you at the same time as showing you, what I'm all about. So it worked out. And, it's been a lot of positivity and also a lot of negativity. So, just learning to find a balance between those two and, just getting on with my life. It's hard now. I didn't know reality TV was this hard, but it definitely is. It comes with a lot.
100%. Well, one of the coolest things about Belle Collective is this concept that all of the women, you guys were already boss lady business women running these wonderful empires that only can grow bigger from being on the show. So in talking about that, can you talk a little bit about your actual business with the Goddess Lens and how you got started and what made you even go into that business? Because hair is real competitive, clearly, and black hair is big business. So what drove you in that direction and how did you grow the company so well?
Listen, hair is such big business, and people look at it like it's so cliche, like, oh, that's just a hobby. I can slang a bundle and make a little money, but it's actually so much that goes into actually making it a business and making it into a multi-million-dollar business. So, I come from first generation graduate, single parent, losing siblings to violence, just, of course, seeing it from the mud, getting it out the mud. Like, I'm a product of that environment. And went to college, graduated with a degree in science, found myself working at Office Depot. And, I'm a graduate. So, they told me, you go to school, honey, you get a degree, you got to be in the money. And it just didn't work for me. And I'm like, where's my money? Because I got this degree. And at Office Depot, I'm making $8 an hour. And I'm looking at them and they have these goals each day. Like, okay, we need to make $40,000, $20,000. And I'm like, y'all paying me $8. Like, it's not adding up. Like, what's going on? So, of course, I saved up a little money. It took me a while because I'm making $8 an hour and still trying to pay bills and, starving myself because I can't afford to feed myself, put gas in my car, get to work. It's just so much that goes into making $8 an hour. You can't make it off that. So, saved up enough money, got some hair, gave it to a few ambassadors, prayed about it, of course. it just kind of flourished from there. Like, you know, it was just amazing, like how it took off. Like my first year in business, I may have did over 50K, you know, just my first year in business. And this is so new to me because, you know, I come from nothing and I'm used to just, you know, just going without not having and just not seeing money. So with this, you know, I tell everybody this story. Like, my meeting spot was Target because I didn't have a store location, and I would literally have people to meet me there, and I would have this line like wrapped around in the parking lot, like, you know, I'm just serving bundles out the window like McDonald's is serving burgers. And this security guard came up to me. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Like, you know, it's a distraction, of course, but he was like, "Man, this is so amazing. Imagine if you would get a store location. You have these many people coming to Target, just get you a store location. You're amazing." So I did that. Of course, I got a contract with all of the HBCUs, girl, can't even get my word about all the historically Black college universities in Mississippi. And, you know, I started taking their campus cards, which kind of put me on the map. And, you know, it was real lucrative because we like hair. You know, Black girls love hair. So I opened up a bigger storefront, and, you know, it just kind of spiraled from there. Like, it's growing, you know, day by day. Like, each year it just gets better and better. You know, I'm into vending machines now. I got vending machines in the HBCUs. I have store locations with, you know, of course, retail size, the salon size with estheticians, hairstylists, and, you know, it's great. I mean, I can't complain.
Now, where did the vending machine idea come from? Like, when did you was like, yo, that's it? Like, where did that come from?
It came from, honestly, like, I feel like as a Black woman, we expect so much from, you know, Black businesses. And I wanted to give excellent customer service. So I would find myself answering the phone like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, because at this specific time, I still had my personal cell phone number, and I didn't want to miss a call because I'm like, listen, they not about to say, oh, this Black business has bad customer service. So, you know, my husband like, listen, you gonna answer the phone at 2 o'clock or you about to get up out of here. So we kind of came up with the idea like, hey, if we put it in a vending machine and put it in a mall or something, you know, we wouldn't have this headache. So kind of just, you know, just feeding the situation, like helping with the problem, being more innovative, and just, you know, solving the solution. Well, coming up with a solution to the problem of, you know, becoming more available to the customers. So it was kind of, you know, it kind of started that way.
It's brilliant. Like, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, and the thing about the vending machine, like, a lot of people, they were kind of like, oh, a vending machine. You know, of course, like I said, when we do something, we critique each other so much.
We're hard on each other.
So I was like, oh my gosh, should I do this? Because so many people are talking so bad about it. Like, you know, who does hair in a vending machine? And when we actually opened up the vending machine in North Park Mall, it was hundreds of people lined up. To the guy that was over the mall, he had to call security to, you know, come reinforce. I got like every tenant in the mall that's complaining, like, listen, she has too many people in here. They're blocking my store. You need to do something about this. So I'm thinking I'm about to get put out the mall because, you know, he's turning red in the face standing here looking because he doesn't know what to do. He never seen this before in his life. So of course he called me in his office Monday. I'm thinking like, okay, you know, he about to put me out the mall. It took a lot to get me in this mall, and I'm about to get put out the first day. So he was like, I recorded you, and that was so amazing. All of these people came for hair? And I'm like, yeah, they came for hair. And he was like, well, I sent it to my CFO, and he wanted to give you the opportunity to put all of your vending machines in every mall that's across every mall that's every mall across the nation. So, you know, I was like, okay. Hey, you did some, girl.
That's cute. That's real cute.
Did it big. Look, cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Cheers to him recording. I thought I was out of there, but he was like, no, I got some greater for you. And it was good.
So the show is on OWN, premiered on January 15th. Now, have you had a chance to talk to Miss Oprah about your products and had a conversation since you are on her network?
I have not gotten a chance to talk to Oprah, but I would definitely love it. Like, she's from Mississippi. I'm from Mississippi, girl. What's up? Soon. I know Oprah's watching.
Oh, she watching. You know she's watching.
Yeah, Oprah's watching.
So now Oprah obviously, you know, is the master of having different looks, always very beautiful looks. But if you got the chance to sit down and have a meeting with her, what look would you like to give her that you've created? Like, what would you like to kind of style her as, or give her a new makeup look or new hair look? You know, what would you like to suggest to her?
I actually think Oprah would look good in a bust down, like loose waves, like a honey blonde. Like, I've never seen her in.
She would look good with a honey blonde.
She never really does color. She doesn't do much color.
Right.
She does not do color. I don't think she'll look really good. Like, I was afraid to do colors at first, and I found myself like, the color you have, I put it on. I was like, girl.
She was like,
come on. Yes, you look good, by the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Listen, black women can wear anything.
The hair guru's on. You got to do something.
Yes.
Black women can wear any look. I don't think there's one bad look on black women.
It's impossible. I mean, it's that magic.
We
have that magic.
Yes, 100%. All right, so also now we got to talk a little bit about the ladies and the interactions of the show and all that's going on.
Let's
grab my take a little sip real quick.
Take a little sip.
Because it's reality TV. We fans, we just want to know what is up with you and Marie, and why did she come so hard? Like, first episode, like what happened? Did y'all have history we just don't know about? Like, what is going on?
And the crazy thing is, like, that was actually my first time ever seeing her, meeting her, conversing with her. Like, I had never seen her until that day. So imagine if this lady that you have never seen before, and she's coming at you about your business in any type of way, and the only thing I'm thinking is, the cameras are here, these other women are here. No ma'am. Like, girl, we're not about to do this. So I don't know if she had beef with me. I hope not, because I try to treat everybody right, but it was just one of them things. I guess she just instantly saw me and was like, I don't like her, or I don't know.
So unfortunate. Now, how do you feel about the idea that Letitia is trying to do with the Farrar Street project? Are you interested in the revitalization of that area? Was that something you really feeling like is a great idea? How do you sit there?
I actually think it's a really good idea. Now, one thing about Tisha, she's passionate about anything that she does, and she's a good spirit, a good soul. So if she said that she's gonna do something, it's the benefit. It's for better, it's for the better, because she, like I said, she's great spirit, great energy, just a great person overall. So I believe in her vision, her dreams, and I just hope that she see through it and work it out, because I'm definitely interested. If the opportunity presents itself, then I'll definitely be an investor. Like, I can see a goddess on Farrar Street, We'll come wherever to grab some greatness.
Grab some greatness. Now, do you have, as a business owner though, because the idea of Farrar Street is sort of the concept, just like a lot of people recently learned of, Black Wall Street and these areas of Black greatness in business and, self-sufficiency that have existed throughout time. And you are still in Mississippi, and some, in other parts of the country, a lot of people hear Mississippi and they think, oh no, it's still like racist South, horrible, what have you. In this idea of Farrar Street, do you have any reservations about really Black people being able to sort of retake those, businesses and own that area in a way that won't be inhibited by white people or racism in general trying to harm those situations?
I don't. Like, what people don't see, Mississippi have so many great people, so many great successful women, men, like entrepreneurs just all across the board. And we have so much to offer. Like, of course, it's this stereotype that's stuck to Mississippi, and it's just so much more than that. So I don't believe that it's anything that any white person, we can do it. Like only thing we have to do is just come together. Like we can conquer all. And that's what we're actually trying to do with the Fair Street Project. Waiting on Letitia to give me the green light, like, hey girl, you can put a business over here and it's a go. Like she have a lot of people that's behind her, that's ready to back her. And when we all come together collectively, I think that it'll be great. Like, for us, by us, just Fair Street. When you walk on Fair Street, listen, any business you walk into is Black owned, you can relate. So I think it'll be a go.
And do you have that one goal for yourself, or I'm sure you have several goals for yourself for your business, where you'd like to see it? Like, where would you like to see your company be in 2 to 3 years?
So I have like this new hair care line that's coming out, and I want to see it in every major retail stores, like all of the Sally's, Walmart's, Targets. I want to see Goddess Land expand, to other states, because I have so many people that want to franchise, and we're trying to put together a platform or a plan to kind of get that off the ground, and just so much. Like I just want to see my business everywhere. I want to be the next Walmart, basically.
I love that.
Go right there.
That's real checks.
That's
but the money side.
That's long money, honey.
Long.
Yes. Now, do you see, you actually kind of spoke to this a little bit already, but as you went to school, you graduate, you come out, you eventually start a business. What made you want to stay in Jackson? Like, why was that valuable or important to you? Because a lot of people, you would start your business and move to Atlanta or go Houston or something like that. What made you want to stay in Mississippi?
I'm deeply family rooted in Mississippi. Like, I have nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, like I have a brother that just did 20 years in prison. And, I just want to be here for my family. Like, I feel like if I go somewhere, I want to guide them basically, because I had no one to guide me, even though, I'm good now, but I see how it could have been. And I just, I don't want that for my family. Like I have nieces to this day that, they look up to me. They say, Titi, I'm so proud of you. Like, you're so smart. I want to be just like you. And, I see them going down the right path. Like, I want to sit here and I literally want to watch my family grow. Like I want to be that seed for my family. So I feel like if I go to another state, I could I'm doing good here, honey. I'm going, and I ship all over the world. So whether I go to Atlanta, LA, Mississippi, I feel like I can do the same thing here, and I can be here for my family. So that's why I'm here.
And then with the show, what have you kind of learned about yourself that's something that maybe you didn't know before you started? And also working with the other ladies. I see a laugh already. I'm like, what was that?
So a lot of people talk about it. I didn't know that I had father issues. Like, I learned, like, the show was very therapeutic for me. Like, I was like, wait a minute, only thing I know is like my dad wasn't there, and I coped with it. Like, it was like, okay, I don't care. But growing older, I realized it really affected me as a child and as an adult now. And I'm in therapy now for it. Thank God for therapy. Love it to death. But yeah, so those father issues run deep. With the ladies, I mean, listen, if it's not my family, I really don't care anything about it. So it is what it is over there. But I love the ladies. They're so sweet.
I'm waiting for the wink, wink.
You get the hair flip.
Right. Where's my
step?
Right. Love it.
Well, you did have a really also a great moment. You were talking to Antoinette in one of the episodes. She was kind of having some insecurities about opening her shop and all of that kind of stuff, or opening her dental practice. And you were super encouraging to her. And like, it was just a really lovely moment to see the Black women in business kind of come together and have that moment. Have you had any concerns about, showing so much conflict because it is reality TV, and obviously the Marie thing like going, but the goodness of what you guys actually do have in terms of relationships and how you can build each other up. Do you have concerns about some of that, most of that getting lost in the bigger picture of, you know, entertainment and reality TV-ness?
I just think that people are gonna think what they think regardless. I mean, the show can be 100% positive and they'll still have something negative to say. So, you know, life is not perfect. So these are situations that people go through. You're not going to tell me that you're Jesus. So, you know, it's nothing that I'm going to hide on reality TV. If I put my life out there, this is my life. Like, you guys have seen so much. People didn't have a clue, you know, about anything that's going on in my life. And I put it out there, like, regardless if it's perceived negative or positive, somebody will learn from it. So that's all that matters. Like, if that one person gets something from it, hey, forget what everybody else thinks.
Well, Courtney mentioned this a little bit earlier, and I agree with it. We're kind of in a place right now where I'm excited about this, where we're seeing a lot more Black-owned businesses. I was just having a conversation with a friend the other day who just started a Black bank, and you have your business, and the women on the show have their business, and for, you know, a lot of times to get to that next level, you have to go through obstacles to get there sometimes. And some people get discouraged by that. Now, you did not get discouraged by that. You told us early where you worked, and you still had that vision. For a young woman who wants to, a young Black woman or woman of color, especially, who wants to create her own business like yourself and be the boss that you are, what advice would you give them, you know, starting off, and to keep them from not being discouraged?
I mean, consistency is key. Like, nothing in life is easy. If it comes easy, it leaves easy. Like, you just have to stay consistent, work hard, just believe in yourself. And, you know, I doubted myself so much, but I knew I had nothing to fall back on. So the only place to go is up. So I couldn't stop. Like, I thought about, like, think about what's most important to you and work because of that reason. Like, my family is number one in my life, and I work because of that. So consistency, just stay true to yourself.
Great advice. Fantastic advice. All right, so going forward, are we gonna get some, you know, new pets, any horses? Like, what do we see in Latrice and family life in 5 to 7 years?
So me and my husband, we've been talking about a little clipperella. So, you know, maybe soon, you know, I need somebody to take care of me when I get old. That's what my mom been telling me. So we'll see. Other than that, just enjoying life, traveling, you know, just learning more about myself so that I can be a better person. You know, you can only get better.
You can only get better. That's right.
Yeah. So when COVID's over, where's the first place you want to go?
The first place I want to go, I think Bali. We've been trying to get to Bali forever. Let me get there.
Yes. Get there. Take me with you.
I need a break. I need every type of break. I'm excited. I took my COVID vaccine, so hopefully when I take the second shot, we'll be good to go.
What's one of the biggest things you missed since we basically lost a year and a half at this point? What's one thing that you realized that you really missed during this process of just dealing with COVID and all this, and the previous president and all that craziness?
I mean, social interacting. Like, I want to go out to the bars. I mean, let me get I love a good glass of wine on a Friday.
Yes, honey.
Well, a good bottle of wine on a Friday. Yeah, that right there, that's bad, but hey, everybody has a vice.
It's not bad, girl. What are you talking about?
You're talking to the wrong two people right here. This is a this is a non-judgmental zone right here.
I'm literally hydrating from the last time I had some. So. But just real quick, because obviously Black community, you just said you got the vaccine. What made you comfortable getting the vaccine?
Listen, I feel like you know, I know a lot of us were afraid to get the vaccine because of things that happened in the past, you know, but that's because we weren't as educated and we don't have access to as much as we do now. And, you know, I did my research and I figured, hey, it's safe. I took it. My arm was a little sore and I'm perfectly fine. Like, nothing happened. And I'm encouraging my entire family. Like, you know, I just think that there's nothing wrong with it. It's safe. You know, let's just, as a Black community, like, I know we have these stereotypes and we just have so much that turns us off from what society is trying to bring to us. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, but in this instance, you know, I think the COVID shot works. It's for the better. Have you taken yours?
I'm not even.
I'm trying to get it
in California, but
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Trying to figure out how to get on a list somewhere to do it.
Yeah, that list is deep, honey. You have to know a doctor or somebody.
Yeah, you gotta know. Yeah, you gotta know somebody who knows somebody at this stage.
Oh yeah, California, they got their restrictions hard. Like, are you a teacher? Are you 6? They're still doing only 65 and older or something out here. Like,
girl, you have to press yes. Yeah.
Well, I guess I am 65. I'm 67.
Right,
But you know, it's interesting too because that's been such a debate. You know, and I've had mixed feelings about it at the start, but then now I'm just at the stage of, you know what, I haven't seen my family in a year and a half. I want to go see them.
Really?
Whatever,
yeah, me too.
Whatever makes me safe to go see them. I'm, you know, to feel comfortable around my mother and my stepfather. I'm like, I'm all about it. You know, family's everything. So I can't take too much more. You know.
Yes.
True.
Listen, take it. Everything's gonna be great. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna start foaming at the mouth or anything. I was good.
I hope not. Now, what can we expect for the remainder of you know, the show for people who are watching and want to know, you know, any little secrets you can give us?
Little scoop.
I mean, I just say stay tuned. Like, you know, you get more into our lives and, you know, of course, probably why I have father issues or why me and Marie, you know, were conflicting with each other. Maybe did we make up? Is it still ongoing? Like, you know, just stay tuned. It's a lot. So I think you guys will enjoy it. That's all I can give.
I'm like, she won't get. Like, I feel like you want to give us a little something else.
That's all I can give. It's good.
Okay.
Well, fans can tune in on OWN and watch it, and they can even watch the episodes that started on 1/15 in January. Where can fans find you on social media?
So you can find me on Instagram at Latrice Renee, Facebook Latrice Rogers, Twitter Latrice Rogers 1, Google Latrice Rogers. I'm pretty sure some will come up. So yeah, definitely. And I interact a lot with my people, so you can DM me some or write it on a picture. I'm real responsive. I love engaging with people. I like to hear what they think.
Oh, I'm sure you've gotten a variety of DMs.
A lot of DMs.
Oh.
What's one of the craziest DMs that you have received?
Okay, so I have a couple of thousands that I have not even opened yet, you know. So there may be some crazy ones in there. I get a lot of people telling me, of course, to leave my husband, and I'm like, girl, I'm not going to her from Zaddy. Like,
like, is Daddy looking at those DMs like, what's going on?
Right, that right there. So, you know, of course, I got my first little voodoo letter. I'm like, man, these people are, I had never
a voodoo letter.
A voodoo letter. What exactly did that entail and say?
Listen, it was so confusing. They was just like, you know, voodoo basically. It had like a lot of drawings and some writings. They was like, you're not gonna understand this, and I did not understand it, so I threw it away. I was like, I'm thinking it's a fan letter. Like, girl, go ahead,
burn it.
It's a whole letter. girl, I had to start saging after
Yeah,
that.
sage and burn it. Like, get rid of that.
Yes, you would not put that on me, honey. I'm covered with the blood.
Yes, not in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you.
Yeah. So,
Well, as long as there wasn't a voodoo doll in the envelope, I think you're good.
it wasn't. Thank God.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, and where can people find your products and how do they get them?
Okay, so you can definitely shop online at goddesslinks.com, and I have a whole rollout of the retail stores that we're about to, put our products in. So it's kind of like a little campaign that we're gonna be doing. So it's, just stay tuned. Can't give a lot away because it's, one of my major babies.
Well, congratulations on everything. We love watching you, and listen, we're probably related, so that's even more of a benefit. When I go to Mississippi, I'm gonna call you. We're gonna go have some sweet tea.
Yeah, have some.
You will eat all your food, honey. So be careful.
I will.
One thing about South, honey, when we cook for 50. A group of 50.
Right, and it's 2 people coming over, and it's 50.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, take home place in mind. We got it.
Yes.
Well, everybody listening and watching, be sure to check Latrice out on OWN Network for BELLE Collective. I mean, you're going to learn a lot of information, learn a lot more about Latrice and the other talent on the show. Courtney, where can fans find you?
I'm all over the social media universe at Stuart Starlet, and make sure you guys follow us at @we_are_the_trend on Instagram, because we had to change it up and we got to build up our followers all over again. So give us that follow.
Yes. Please give us that follow. Yes. And you can find me at Dario Kristen on Instagram, Twitter, on Entertainment Tonight Live, and always on We Are the Trend. So thank you for tuning in. And Latrice, we were very happy to have you on the show today, and looking forward.
Thank you guys for having me. I enjoyed you.
So
I have to come back.
You gotta come back. Maybe we could do something for the season finale around that time.
Let's do after reunion.
There you go.
That was my question. I forgot. I wanted to know if y'all did a reunion. Are you doing one?
We did reunion already, honey. Let's do after reunion.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
I think after reunion, everybody's gonna be trying to reach out like, yeah, I want to do an interview, honey. People got stories to tell after reunion. So,
that's when the real truth comes out, right?
Right. So I'll be back.
All right.
All right, we're holding you to that.
Okay.
All right, Latrice, thank you for coming on.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Have a good